I have a message for you, so let's jump straight into it. You have good news coming your way. It's unexpected, definitely unexpected, and it may come at a time where it's really dry. When it comes to your career, when it comes to money, it's a sort of dry season that you've been going through, and much as you know it's been dry, I feel like you've been making a way, you've been doing certain things to help you get by. And so when this good news comes in, hey, it's really going to be that rush of excitement that's going to be coming through. And it, like I said, it's definitely work related. It seems like maybe somebody that is in HR department, or it's some kind of third party, a recruiter is also what I wanted to say. It's some kind of third party who's going to reach out to you for this opportunity. And if you are a person who's in business, this might be a sort of third party, wow, partner, third party partner, something like that, where somebody comes in and it's like with them, they bring this amazing news. And it seems like in order for you to get this, you had taken a risk on something. You had thought about this for a while. You had thought about it, played out different scenarios in your head. But there came a point where you just felt like, you know what? This is one of those moments where I have to take this leap of faith and just jump in and I'll see ahead. And you did that. And, a part of me is also making me feel like maybe you didn't even expect that you were going to get this. But lo and behold, here it is. It's come in. And what I'm also seeing here is that you did your research. You really applied your mind to this. It's not one of those things, much as you took a risk, it wasn't a spur of the moment kind of a thing. The action of you doing it was the sort of taking the risk, taking that leap of faith, jumping in. But there's a lot of work, effort, and energy that went in behind this decision. You did a lot of studying. I see here you were studying, you did a lot of work. I don't know if you maybe did something when it comes to your skills, when it comes to your resume, when it comes to your profile, just as a business person. There's something that you did here. You put in more effort than usual. And then you decided to take this leap of faith here, and you took this action, and look, you're going to reap the benefits. And it seems to me that this might be especially in relation to a business, because, but then I also do feel like it's career related. Let me rather say that it's career related, because when this comes in, it's going to change your situation, because like I said, it's been really dry. And it's like when this comes in, things are going to start growing in your finances. This is going to afford you the ability for you to have your financial freedom. You're going to be able to have the freedom to do certain things that I feel like maybe you couldn't afford for this period of time where you were just trying to make it through. This is really a great opportunity for you. And there is a personal element to this, because I do feel like there's some kind of personal touch that you put to this, whether it was you maybe being more authentic to yourself. um it was one of those moments where you decided to be your authentic self when you put whatever this is forward, um and it actually got you the results. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be a really great time of things growing. I see you networking with different types of people here, people that do own their own businesses here, people that do have a sort of independent thinking kind of perspective, which I feel like those are certain people that God wants you to start involving yourself with, so that you can also grow your business mind. Because I see that you have all of the skills and things that you need for you to make a success out of yourself. But I see that sometimes you maybe question yourself. You sometimes question yourself and question if do I have the business acumen for me to make the success a success? Do I have the skills? Do I have the capabilities? And it seems like you really do. You have everything that you need in order for you to make whatever you are working towards a success. And when it comes to your career, if you're a person who is working, um, you are going to finally work with people that are really great for you, people who actually believe in your work, they believe in your skills and your capabilities. So these people may be a little bit younger than you, though. That's the thing. Sometimes when you're making a big change in your career, it can be a little bit intimidating, especially if you have to start over, if you're changing your career, and you have to sort of work your way up. And then when you're there, you meet sort of younger people who are starting off their career. You shouldn't feel intimidated about that, because you you have your own experience and journey that you've been through for you to get here. And you having this opportunity is going to better your quality of life. I see here that you're going to be able to afford many more things than what you had been able to afford at the time that you were working the job that you were working at. So it's really one of those things, yeah. But I feel like it's also going to be a mix of people, because there's also going to be older people than you who are also starting this off. So I feel like that's also just going to give you perspective and allow for you to not judge yourself so much. Because I see here that sometimes you have moments where you're like, oh, I wish I had started this earlier. I wish I had started to do this when I was younger and have gotten this sort of enlightenment for me to change this career when I was still young. But no, everything is happening at exactly the time that it's supposed to. You're supposed to be in this position at this time. So I see that it's really going to work out so amazingly for you. And I see that it's going to you're going to enjoy some material comfort in your life. And I also see that there's a level of control that you're going to start feeling, because when you're going through a really dry season, when it comes to money, when it comes to finances, your career and all of that, it plays on your mind so negatively that you even start to question your self-worth. And you are worthy, you really are. And I feel here that it will also allow for you to take better care of yourself, to do the things that will fulfill you, that will make you feel good. Like you'll have a little bit of extra change for you to go get your hair done, or to go buy those sneakers that you've been looking at for such a long time. All of those types of things. And you'll be able to rely on yourself more, because also when we are going through tough times, sometimes we have to rely on the people around us, and it can be a little bit difficult, having to ask for help from people. But I feel like here, you know you had definitely been praying here, you had definitely been calling on your divine spiritual team, and they're really pulling through, and they really want this for you. And they want you to also start to value yourself and value your journey, where you've been, and where you are right now, and even how you got there. But sometimes the how isn't as important as the why. The why is the most important thing in your life right now, because you've come through so many things. And I mean, even this, it was a risk. It's you going in a completely different direction than what you used to. And look, things are going to come in. Things are really coming in. And you're also going to get to mingle and meet other people that do other amazing things that you can learn from. Mentors here, I see that, people that serve as an inspiration. And like I said, wow, oh my God, this is really great. You're really going to be able to take control of your life. If, let's say, before you weren't able to afford buying yourself a car, you're going to be able to do that now. It's like you have all of this knowledge and wisdom that you've acquired on this journey, where it's like you want to make better decisions when it comes to your money. You don't want to just splurge and spend on everything. You want to be able to be strategic. You want to plan ahead. You want a budget. It's wow. And you're going to have the finances for you to be able to do that. And what else I'm seeing here is that you are not just going to rely on the now. You're going to start thinking future. You're going to start planting seeds so that in the future, you are afforded the freedom to do the things that you want to do for you to live that comfortable life. You're not just thinking about the here and now anymore. The future is just as important. So, like I said, you have these amazing news that are coming in, and it's going to make you so happy. And it's coming at a time where I really feel like you need it. Yes, the people around you have been so helpful, as you have gone through this time. But, being able to depend on yourself financially and, not having to sort of even keep relationships that maybe are not even so healthy for you, but just because you want to survive, you know? So you're going to get that. I see financial freedom here. And I see that, it starts off as something that seems smaller than what it actually truly is and what it will afford you in your life. It just keeps growing, so much so that you can even do and plant seeds for the future. So congratulations here. You really deserve it. And continue to pray just as you had been in that time of in that season of, you know, of drought. That's the word. In that season of drought. And now that your flowers are blooming, continue to pray just with that same conviction that you did. So that's all that I have for today. Thank you so much for watching today. Today's reading is different. It's a blackout sort of reading. But let me know if you guys enjoy these, or if it's different, if you prefer when I have the cards out and everything. But I'd really love to hear from you guys. And if you guys have been going through this, please also share in the comments. You might find that other people have been going through the same thing, and we can just motivate one another and inspire one another as we go through this journey. But thank you so much. Please also subscribe for the people that haven't subscribed as yet. I'd love to have you in the family. And until the next reading, please, please, please take care of yourself.